Yo, what up, y'all? B58 John here, showing you guys how to put your M-style mirror caps on. You're gonna need a T10, well, as a little hand wrench. This is gonna be our pry tool. All right, yeah. So now that we got my mount in place, take your mirror cap, wipe it down a little bit. You want to make sure that's nice and clean. Set that to the side for a second. Now, do I recommend that you use a flathead screwdriver? No, not necessarily. Am I gonna be using a flathead screwdriver? Yeah. So I'm gonna try and keep this as unclipped as I possibly can, just to give you guys the real time on this. Now, if you notice, you're gonna have this little bit of space right here in between where your current cap is and your actual mirror. So some people will tell you take the whole mirror off. I'm not doing that at all. Let me pry it through with this little guy first. You'll hear the clip start to loosen up on there. Take your time with this also. You know, it's no need to rush. It's better that you don't rush, so that way you can actually keep this intact. Might be something that you need down the line in the future. If I say break these current caps, I still have the OEM ones. So as gently as you can take this off. That's really another plus about doing all of this yourself, rather than say going to a regular shop where they're not really worried about yanking this off. They putting a new one on, because you don't want those little scratches like you see. That's also why it's better to use a pry tool if you do have one. I did not, so we making do with what we got. And you're gonna notice too, when we take this off, there's really only about 2 clips on here, one here, that you need to remove in order to get this off nice and easy. And to give yourself a little bit more room, you can also turn it like that, which I just remembered right now. Yeah, space that out. You notice that's nice and loose. See that? Once you got that little bit of space, that's really all you need. Now, once you loosen those top ones, damn. That's really the best thing about these OEM ones, is that they have PPF. At least in this case, mine definitely did come with PPF on it. Come back around on this side here. I'm not blocking the camera too much for you. Some other clips are gonna be at. Try and loosen that up as much as you can. When you pull it off, it's gonna be pretty snug on there. Don't be worried it's not gonna end up popping it or none of that. That releases it. Let me show you. Now, for the LED light, you have a little plug here, so don't just yank that off right away. Once you do release it, unlock that clip, take that off. And now the clips that you're looking to loosen up is this clip right here. This one second, and then you got these clips here on the bottom. Now here's what we're going to be using the T10 for. That notch, this notch, that's going to actually release the bolts that are keeping in the LED light. And then you're also going to notice on here, you got a little bit of a clip, and on here you got a clip. So we're going to move those clips over, take this out, and then let me show you. If you want to, you can wipe this down. Now it does look like the mirror cap may have been repainted before. We're just changing it. More stable. Also, this is all gonna get chrome deleted as well. Like I showed you guys earlier in the video, use your little T10. Now, like in my case, some of you guys might find it on yours as well. These are a little bit corroded, so do take your time when taking it off. I did not personally get a replacement for that. If you do, you could be a little less gentle, I guess. Got that off. It's all gonna be in real time too, so y'all gonna get to see how long this whole process really does take. Now keep in mind, it's gonna be for both sides that you're doing the same thing. Boom. Now, let me move this up a little bit too so I'm not hunched over. Now, once you get those two T10 bolts out, just take this. So you got this little clip here. You know, push this up from the back as well. Just see where it's giving you that little bit. Be gentle because you don't want to obviously damage your LED light that you are still going to be using. Try to make sure I show you guys this as best as possible. Take that. See, I'm just pushing it, giving it a little bit of arm work here in the back. And hold down. Boom. Your LED light. Got your OEM mirror cap. Now, if you took this off the right way, you should still have all your clips still in place. So this, I'm really just going to be throwing in the back of my car, keeping it just in case I ever do need it. It's got them little chips over there, but always nice to have a spare. It's better safe than sorry. Still running. Throw that in there. I'm just throwing it right back in the packaging that it came in. Even that. Now, Same process over here. You can just wipe this down. Where's my rag? Oh, yeah, give it a little wipe down. Some of this paint. That's what I'm saying. It was probably repainted back in the past, but now we're just getting a new one on there. You don't got to do all of this, but I'm just not going to put it back on dirty onto like brand new housing. Yeah, you see this? This, I mean, I really never noticed this, honestly, on the car. Look at maybe spray. Somebody might have caught a chip in it. Take a little, probably a little bit more time than you'll probably end up taking on yours. Now with the new one, getting this back on here, it's relatively simple. Just line that back up in place. Looks good. Fitting right. And make sure you line them holes up good. And then we're just going to put that back in place with them T10s. Now I'm going to do it by hand, making sure we're not balding any of the screws itself. Like I said, they are pretty old, especially depending on when you got the car, what year your car is. If it hasn't been changed, it's likely going to be the same ones that they put in the car when you got the car. Make sure these hold in place before you start screwing it down. It's a little bit windy here, so I apologize for my phone mount moving around a little bit. Trying to get this in as good as possible. That's why you want to take your time with it also, but that happened. Yeah, again, if you want to do this over a workshop table, take this inside, set this up while you're doing it, you definitely can. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible and give y'all the real time that this takes to get back in here. Like this. Set it to the other side. Line it up. Just gonna screw that back in there. That's good. You don't need to kill it. It is just plastic. Really just meant to hold everything in place. So be a little bit gentle with that. Should I get this in the frame for y'all, right? Can you get some new bolts if you want? Sure. That's up to you. I'm personally not. Only because of the fact that I didn't prior to this. So let me get y'all back in the frame. Actually, I'm actually gonna move these in. Now for this part, making sure we don't break our new mirror cap clips because it is sensitive. It's plastic, right? OEM ones, aftermarket, whatever you buy, it's gonna end up being plastic on there. Let's bring this down some, set this up there so y'all see that good. And I almost forgot. One, hit that like button, follow, subscribe. Clip your LED light back in. Make sure that you do clip your LED light back in. Because that I would have definitely been upset about having to take all of this back off. Just adding extra steps in the mix. Follow that through, push it all the way through, and we're good. This to make sure not really giving it too much pressure where we don't need to. This piece here, put that into the current black part that you got in that housing. Line this up with the bottom, and keep in mind where those clips were that we just went around as well. And take your time, take your time. There's no rush in this. It's lined up a little bit off on there. You see this? Yeah, like that. I think that this is what ends up looking the most difficult part. It's really not though. So I can show y'all as well. See these two clips? I'm lining it with those clips. You got another little clip on the bottom here. Those lower ports are gonna end up clicking into those pieces right there. So that's what I'm over here trying to do right now while I'm fidgeting. Got that on there, right? And yeah, we rocking the comfort. Hold that up on there. Set that up for you. Once that's good, give it a little. That's where you can start getting a little bit more rough with it. Just a little. Damn, I thought that was in place. All them clips, I hope y'all was able to hear it in the video itself, that we heard unclicking. You need to make sure you hear them clicks, and you will hear it as you go around, giving it a little bit of pressure. So like I said, it's plastic, so you do want to take your time when you put it in. But after that, you can give it a little bit of a squeeze. Having things in place. I do drive just a little bit fast sometimes. So quick little thing I just noticed too, to give you all the information I can. This little corner piece, you're gonna need to give it a little extra push over here. Make sure that's in. Just because again, I mean, I don't know if that's the biggest deal in all honesty. I just don't want no water getting in there. Like yeah, so we do got LED lights, wiring all up in there. That's all open. A little push as you need. And then that's done.